Hello, welcome to Cardminds. Thank you for stopping by. This is going to be a Capricorn weekly money and career reading from November 17th to the 23rd, 2025. Capricorns, welcome, welcome. Let's see what messages we have for this upcoming week. Capricorn's weekly money and career, November 17th to the 23rd, 2025. Thank you for being here. I hope you are well. Be on the lookout on the here out for the magic word if you're interested in putting your name in the hat for a free reading. All you have to do is put the magic word down below in the comments section and be subscribed. I will pull one name and announce it at the end of the month of November. So grab your best headphones, earbuds for better sound, and let's get started. Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising Venus. What do we need to know? What are the messages here for the sign of Capricorn for this upcoming week in money and career, November 17th to the 23rd? What do we need to know for the sign of Capricorn? Sun, Moon, Rising Venus, money and career, November 17th to the 23rd, 2025. Capricorns. What do we have for Capricorn? Sun, Moon, Rising Venus, money and career. Okay, Capricorn, let's see what we got. Knight of Pentacles. There you are, Capricorn, in all your glory. Moving forward, very prepared, very committed, very organized, the way you like it, Capricorn. You're moving forward, joining a team, building a project, part of something. It's teamwork. The effort is it's a team effort here to expand this business, to work on projects in this job, to start a new job, to join a team. It's moving forward and it's going to be promising. You're opening yourself up to something very promising. However, there's a lot of competition. There's a lot of ego there. A lot of people in it for their own gain. It's okay. You will, oh, I just realized I just started to read without, okay, without calling the cards. Okay, so Knight of Pentacles, Three of Wands, Three of Pentacles, Five of Swords, Hermit, Ace of Pentacles. So this competitive environment here, maybe a job that is about power, that is about money, that is about ego, or there are a lot of people in their head, in their ego, all about gain that you're working with. That's a possibility. For you, maybe that competitiveness or that ego dynamic is pushing you to sort of extract yourself from that, to sort of reassess where you stand on your job or reassess where you stand in your career. There's a moment there where you realize that either you want to detach yourself from that dynamic, from that energy that there is in that company, in that team, in that job, in that business, whatever it is, to reassess where you stand on your personal path. So this can be you wanting to go solo or just rethinking your position in this job, and taking the time to sort of isolate yourself to have a better feel of the big picture here. It's important for you. This is pushing you in your personal path to reassess your career. And sometimes it's important to take that time out personally to reassess. But it feels very personal. Feels like on a very personal level as well. It can be because of the job and your responsibilities in this job, or if you're trying to find a job, although I do feel like what you're working on here is something that you're going to collaborate with other people. But at the same time, the ego and the whole in it for money and right is making you step out a little bit, right? Okay, let's continue. You have a new offer here. Ace of Pentacles, Three of Cups. It's making you happy. You have the support of people you're celebrating. High Priestess, we'll come back to that. Nine of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. There you are. Oh, you're moving from the Knight to the King. Ten of Wands. Seven of Cups. Seven of Wands. Nine of Wands. King of Swords. The Moon. And the Lovers. Okay. Nope. Okay, over there. All right. So the reason why you're reassessing here with the Hermit, sort of stepping back, taking a step back from the noise, from the competition, from these people, or the dynamic within the job, within the team here, the team energy, it's to focus on you. Right? Like I was saying, your inner path, your inner world, like processing privately, right? Time alone to figure things out, like something deeper. It's like almost like you don't want to be chasing surface level anymore. You don't want to be chasing the money, and you don't want to be in that rat race anymore. And so it's like you don't need the validation of anybody. You don't need the, that surface level gratification that these people are looking for, like me, I'm the best, I'm the winner, I'm, with the ego. You don't have that. You just want things very well done, very organized, very prepared. You want the big picture. You're very pragmatic. And so all of this for you, you're just seeking your truth or depth or meaning in what you're doing. And I do feel that sort of wisdom here that's coming in, that's in play from past experiences. Like, I don't want to do it that way, or I don't particularly agree in that way of managing, or I don't particularly agree in this, ego game going on with my coworkers, or going on with the type of people that work in this job, in this company, in this business. You do have an offer here, money coming in, a business offer, a job offer, a deal, whatever it is that's making you happy. It's going to bring you into independence, financial independence. But with the High Priestess, follow your intuition. Now, I know you're pretty much a fact checker and, very pragmatic in your choices. But here, again, because you don't want to chase surface level, you're not looking for that validation. You're not looking for people to praise you or to BS you on surface level. What you're doing is much more meaningful than that. this path you have, this job, this business, whatever you're working on. Comment down below, Capricorn. Let me know what this is all about and what you're looking for, because it's not enough for you, this ego nonsense. It's not for you. It's not for you. And I do feel like with this High Priestess, there's certain things that you see and that you understand, like beyond the obvious, right? Beyond surface level. There's might have been, or maybe there is, wisdom within you that has been ignored, that you may not be fully aware of yet, right? Things that you desire, people you want to work with, a sort of dynamic that you aspire to, right? A job you aspire to, or a type of environment that you aspire to, people you want to work with, subjects you want to work on, the way you want to collaborate, or the way you want, a certain energy or dynamic with your coworkers. There's something here that's putting you in thinking mode, right? And maybe you had never thought about before, or maybe it was really there and it was always there, like that surface level BS that you don't want to deal with. And maybe, okay, so you just worked with it, just knowing that it's not particularly what you like. Clout chasers and money chasers and ego chasers. But now, whatever it is, for whatever reason, there's sort of a trigger there in your gut feeling and your instinct, right? That you hold the answer. That if you're uncomfortable or you don't particularly enjoy the environment anymore, or there's certain people that you don't connect with, or you don't like management, or that there's a certain vibe there that that maybe you're uncovering something, or certain things are not said. There's a lot of untold things, and you're very honest, and and maybe it's also things beneath the surface that need to be discovered about yourself. Maybe about the situation, the work situation, or maybe it's about yourself and your job path and your career path, or your money choices, financial choices, or just your career choices, that you want to be comfortable with your decisions. And you feel like there's ambiguity, or there's certain things that are not said. Okay, so there are truths that need to come out. And maybe you want to be honest with yourself. So whenever the time is right, it will come out. You have the Nine of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, and you go from the Knight to the King, which tells me that what you're committed to, you're going to take your time step by step, but very committed, and then you're going to anchor yourself in a position, in a job that's going to be much more financially comfortable. Money is important, but it's also very stressful, and it's giving you a lot of pressure. So that's making you rethink your career choices, because with the Seven of Cups, there's some sort of blurry vision between fantasy and reality. And so for you need to see clear. You don't want BS. You don't want things to be hidden. If it's too perfect to be true, clearly there might be something a little off there. If it's too promising, right? Sounds too good to be true, then maybe it is. Maybe it is, because we have the Moon, the High Priestess, the Lovers, right? And there's something pushing you to make a decision within your job. And I do feel like this offer here, is this an offer? Let's pull a card. You're making a decision, but you're navigating uncertainty for a while. Is this the offer? that's too good to be true. Therefore, you're rethinking, should I take this, should I not? Was this a total fantasy or not? Which is not your typical vibe, Capricorn. So let's see. And then you're standing your ground. You're freaked out but persevering. No BS. I mean, complete disconnect, but you have a clear strategy here. Or this is a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, very good ideas, sharp strategy, but you don't have all the answers and it's not clear. So is this King of Swords offering you this job? It's a possibility. Is this King of Swords... let's see. All right, let's see. All right, let's pull one card on the... Okay, so one card on the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, one card on the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so there we go. New beginning. Clearly. Can be something you're really passionate about. Starting something new for sure. Aha. Okay, so it's quite suddenly shifting with the Tower. This is not something you're expecting. So either you're not expecting this offer, or this offer is shifting. There's like a sudden change in the offer. And that is why I do believe that, maybe you thought this was too good to be true. That's a possibility with this sudden change. It's happening quite rapidly. What is this Tower here for Capricorn? So you get the offer. It's a new job or new opportunity because we have the Ace of Wands as well. So you're building something. You're empowered by it, right? Yet at the same time. So there's a sudden change that's sort of forcing you, again, to clear out false beliefs or unstable foundations. And so is this offer a scam or a fantasy? Feels like it's faulty foundations or not viable or unstable foundation. Is someone that's not trustworthy that's offering you this job or offering you this deal or this opportunity? And it is uncertain for a while. Like you don't have all the answers, yet at the same time. Okay, one more card on the Tower, please. So the truth is coming to the surface clearly with the High Priestess, and we have the Moon. So something's coming out. So whether it's something that someone forgot to tell you, or truth is coming to the surface, or something that you weren't aware of, and something it's sort of like a crisis mode where this is not what you expected. However, all right, one more card. However, it's the Tower is something that always, even if it's sudden, it sort of forces you to see reality and to create space for, a sort of a healthy rebuilding. So let's see. Yeah, there we go. Three of Swords. Oh, well, there we go. Three of Swords. Two of Swords. So if you were in denial or something you weren't aware of, and there's a decision you have to make, here we go. Here we go. You're at that crossroads or at that stalemate where if you don't make a decision, things are not going to move forward. You're disappointed in the offer, or you're disappointed in that person. And I do feel like, yet at the same time, okay, so either you are in a job and there's another opportunity popping in that's a scam or that is not honest, or or you no longer want to work in this job you're in that is sort of cutthroat, and you just don't want to be in that ego, everybody needs validation, everybody knows everything about everything, right? That very competitive environment, and therefore you're getting another offer quite suddenly, because you're also moving in a new energy, you're exploring something new, and then you're not looking back. And I do feel with the Chariot that it's sort of time for that. I do feel like you're very disciplined, not surprising, Capricorn. You have a very strategic thinking. You have a very rational way of thinking on this new direction. And so this is your mind in motion, moving forward, coming together with clarity and focus, and taking control, taking that internal control to push forward through the obstacles, through the disappointment, through the challenges, despite what's going on. No matter what, you're pushing forward. You got this. You have your goal. You have your vision. And I do feel you're standing your ground. You're in a good place. You want to make sure that people hear you. You want to stand by your beliefs or your idea or your theories, whatever it is. And if this is opposition, or you have to convince people, or it's challenging, you're going to convince them. It's not easy, right? It's not easy, but you have the mental endurance to push forward. No matter what, you're persistent, and you're learning from this obstacle. And with the King of Swords, I feel like this is you, the King of Swords, because you're mastering, the reason, the authority. You're a thinker. You have your strategies, and you're acting based on truth and clarity. Even though, with the Moon, maybe you don't have all the answers yet, but you do know with the Lovers that you're going to follow anything that has respect, mutual respect, awareness, accountability, truth. And for you, it's a meaningful choice. It's a decision that speaks to, the importance of making a choice that aligns with your personal values and your truth, and most of all, integrity. That's what the Lovers is all about. What you put out there, what you want, how do you want to project yourself in the workforce, in your job, in your business, in that company. And there's a deep, deep sense of unity here. There's a shared understanding that mutual respect is most important. You can be partnering up with someone with the Lovers. It will be in a respectful way. Doesn't have to be, but this decision is made on your core values and nurturing connections that are grounded in respect. Okay, so all right, one card on the Moon, Moon and High Priestess. What is this all about? What is this that is really throwing you into introspection? It's an offer. Okay, there we go. It's an offer with this page. The offer is putting you in introspection. Like, who is this person? Is it too good to be true? Can I trust them? Yeah, and you've been waiting. So it's something that has taken time. Maybe you've discussed, maybe you went on interviews, maybe you went, discussing business deals, job interviews, whatever, applications that are taking time. And I do feel like you're moving into something smoother. However, what you're exploring, it's taking a long time to get answers. So are you waiting for green light? Maybe. Are you waiting for callbacks? Maybe. It's a moment where Again, there's reflection here because it's taking time. And there's reevaluation, right? Is this working? Is this working? Am I getting the results? Am I making enough money? Did I get the money? Or, you know, is this working? And I do feel like with the Six of Swords, you're understanding that you're moving away, you know, there's a transition here where you're moving away from challenges and you're taking on a new perspective. And you're leaving old beliefs behind. So this can be uniquely on one person, like your manager or a coworker, or I do believe that it's about an energy within your career, within your job or your responsibilities. I don't believe it's family or friends. I really do. And it's, you know, is this working or not? And if it's not working, you're moving away from this type of job or these people. You don't trust them. I really think there's a trust issue and you don't like the way they work or how they manage things. But you are standing your ground. So if you have responsibilities, if you have a managerial role or even whatever responsibilities you have in that job or whatever responsibilities you usually have in a job, you stand your ground no matter what. And you know the right and wrong and you know what is important for you. Okay. That's a lot of information. Okay, so one card on this Three of Wands, Three of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, and the High Priestess, because this is what you're working on and what you're okay. So there's justice there. All right. Well, and again the Five of Swords, competition, ego, and I do feel like there's mental manipulation, there's dishonesty, whoever it is, and whoever's manipulating you or whoever's lying to you or whoever didn't deliver whatever it is. There's justice over that. This can be with an Aries, Leo, Sag, doesn't have to be, but over money, here you are. So King of Pentacles versus King of Wands, this can be someone you're working with the King of Wands. You're coming out with victory and the Sun and the justice. So yes, things have to be addressed. Stick to the facts. Justice has to chime in. This can be courts, administration, decisions that need to be made on a situation that clearly is a little fishy, right? It's not clear. So the deception is there regarding this person, the dishonesty is there, but justice is there. So again, this is about the truth coming out, accountability, fairness, and being very objective on making this decision. So whether you're making the decision or they are, or the company is, or administration is, or courts are, can be lawyering up. That's a possibility, right? Truth will be revealed. Facts will come to light. And the decision will be made based on ethics, morality, what they did, or how they manipulated. So then you can sort of move forward in something more balanced and move forward in the Sun. So that's really, really putting you, this justice decision is putting you in a good space, getting rid of the confusion and the doubt and the illusions along the way. It's a moment where it just becomes clear for you. It clicks for you. Things are undeniable. You're getting the truth. You're getting your answers. Things are not hidden anymore. Things are visible, accessible, and clear. And it's going to sort of come around and make sense to you because of this justice, right? So you can trust yourself again, trust your own judgment, and see and communicate in a clear way, in a positive and constructive way. And so this is really bringing back confidence in your ideas, also the joy of learning, the joy of working with new people, I do feel like, yeah, trust your judgment, but also it's the confidence to use what you know. And maybe you had lost that along the way. This can be a conflict between you and a coworker. This can be a conflict that you have within a job. This will be, within the business or courts or administration, whatever it is. But it's something that you have victory overall. You have victory, and you're regaining confidence and positive energy with this. Beautiful. All right, let's see if there's one last message for the road. Capricorn, weekly money and career. One last message for the road. If you're interested in getting a tarot reading. Oh, well, first of all, don't forget to subscribe, guys. We're trying to reach 50K in 2026. So check out if you're subscribed. If you're not subscribed yet, click the subscribe button. It's free for you. Doesn't cost you anything. Takes 1 second, and help us get to 50K in 2026. Ooh, the Fool. Nice. Okay, so you're taking on a whole new adventure once you get clarity. So follow your instincts. You're moving out of this. You're moving out of... Am I taking these? No. You're moving out of the judgment. You're moving out of the fear of judgment. You're boosting your confidence now to go and explore new paths. And I think that that's why you have the Hermit, to go explore new paths. You know that integrity above all, and you don't want to work with them anymore. That's the way it feels. Yep. There we go. Let it go, right? Accept the change. You have 3 major arcana here. It's time to move forward. It's time to rethink assumptions. If you're still in the thinking process, to rethink assumptions and embrace uncertainty and sort of engage with life from a place of, curiosity and openness. And I know you like everything planned, and I know it's important for you, right, to have a clear vision and to prepare along the way. But I do feel like here it's time to approach the world without preconceptions and to humbly move forward and think outside or stand outside of traditional paths, traditional order, and to offer you more potential. And again, yes, to liberate you and to allow you to create. This is sort of the creative spark before a new structure takes hold, before you start something and get into a new structure. So focus on that transition energy where there's a powerful, a narrow but powerful, what do you call it? Path or window. There we go. Window where it's important to rethink what you know and to trust the process of discovery and allow yourself to go on, explore other opportunities and to let go what you have been hanging on to let go what might have not served you or might have blocked you, energies, right? It doesn't have to be particularly people, although I do feel like this combination here is at least someone along the line in your job or in your career that you feel you have been blocked from. So let go. The Death card is all about accepting changes. And like I say, don't drag everything with you. Don't drag resentment. Don't drag the frustration. Just accept the change and accept that you're moving into something completely different that might be uncomfortable, but that is an amazing, amazing path that you are exploring. New to you. Might be unfamiliar, but it's exciting. It's exciting, Capricorn. I hope you enjoyed this reading as much as I did. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to each and everyone for being here, for connecting, for sharing your journeys, your stories. Gratitude to each and every one. If you're interested in getting a personal tarot reading, you can do so by joining membership. Click the join button down below. That is how you can get a personal reading from me. Uniquely during lives, I come on live every Sunday at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time, sometimes Mondays and Fridays when I have the time, right? My schedule is a little bit all over the place right now, so I don't have so much time, maybe a little bit in the future, but Sundays are set in stone, 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. If you want to join us, we would love to have you there, Capricorn. I want to say that the magic word here is time for change. Time for change. So if you're interested in putting your name in the hat for a free reading or just empowering yourself, push forward on this new journey, put time for change down below in the comment section. Don't forget to be subscribed. Thank you so much for watching. Capricorns, have a great week. Take care. Bye-bye.